Welcome to Veteach. Veteach is India's first learning platform especially designed for B.Tech students. On this platform, we provide university-specific video lessons for all B.Tech branches. Along with this, we provide training for campus recruitment, IELTS, TOEFL, etc. Whichever state or university you may belong to, Veteach will empower you. Please install our app and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The title of this passage is The Sacred Pipe. Let's go to the questions and see what kind of questions we're being asked. First set of questions is a multiple choice question. It is probably going to be very easy if you give close attention to the passage and all the words in it. The sacred pipe was important in Native American cultures because the pipe was made of, the pipe was sometimes used at, during the pipe ceremony, tribe members smoked pipestone. Minnesota is an important place because it is. The next set of questions, 20 to 27, complete the flowchart about the pipe ceremony, write no more than 3 words from the passage for each answer. This is a flowchart type of question. Let's get back to it after we read the passage. Para 1. The sacred pipe was one of the most important artifacts of the indigenous people of North America. The meaning of indigenous is native. In almost every culture, the sacred pipe was considered a gift from the Great Spirit. The Cree believed that the pipe, the tobacco, and the fire were given as parting gifts from the Creator, while the Iowa Black Bear clan believed that the pipe bowl and later the pipe stem emerged from the earth as gifts to the earth's first bears. In most cases, the sacred pipe was considered a medium through which humans could pray to the Great Spirit, asking for guidance, health, and the necessities of life. In order for the prayers to reach the Great Spirit, they had to travel in plumes of smoke from the sacred pipe. Because of its connection to the spiritual world, the pipe was treated with more respect than any human being, especially when the pipe bowl was joined to the stem. This passage is about the role of sacred pipe in the lives of indigenous people of North America. This passage talks about 2 indigenous people, Cree and Iowa Black clan. They used to believe that the pipe was a gift from the Great Spirit and this spirit could give good guidance and health to the people. And because of this, the pipe was treated with more respect than human beings. Moving on to Para 2. Unlike the common pipe which was used by average tribesmen for casual smoking purposes, the sacred pipe was built with precise craftsmanship. Before a pipe was carved, the catlinate pipe stone was blessed and prayed over. The bowl of the traditional sacred pipe was made of red pipe stone to represent the earth. The wooden stem represented all that grew upon the earth. In the Lakota society, as in many Native American tribes, the people believed that the pipe bowl also represented a woman while the pipe stem represented a man. Joined together, the pipe symbolized the circle of love between a man and woman. The sacred pipe was the only object that was built by both genders. Men carved the bowl and stem while women decorated the pipe with porcupine quills. In many tribes, the man and woman held onto the sacred pipe during the marriage ceremony. This paragraph talks about how a sacred pipe was made. This was the only object that was built by both men and women. Men carved the pipe and women decorated the pipe. And this para also talks about Lakota society who believed that bowl part represented women and the stern part represented men, which symbolized the circle of love between a man and a woman. Para 3. Cultivating the tobacco was the responsibility of certain members of tribe. Generally, tobacco was mixed with herbs, bark and roots such as bayberry, mugwort and wild cherry bark. These mixtures varied depending on the plants that were indigenous to the tribal area. Ceremonial tobacco was much stronger than the type that was used for everyday smoking. Rather than being inhaled, the smoke from the sacred pipe was puffed out the mouth in 4 directions. In the sacred pipe, tobacco was used. It also explained what were the other ingredients mixed along with the tobacco and how people inhaled it in a ceremony. It is also explained that the smoke from the sacred pipe was puffed out the mouth in 4 directions. Now let's see the next paragraph. Para 4. In a typical pipe ceremony, the pipe holder stood up and held the pipe bowl in his left hand with the stem held towards the east in his right hand. Before adding the first pinch of tobacco to the pipe bowl, he sprinkled some on the ground as an offering to both Mother Earth and the East. The East was acknowledged as the place where the morning star rose. Tribes believed that peace would evolve from wisdom if they prayed to the morning star. In continuation to the last line of the last paragraph, This paragraph again gives information on how indigenous people inhaled it in the ceremony, how they held the pipe, how they offered the prayers to the Mother Earth, and also what the direction east meant to them. Moving on to para 5. Before offering a prayer to the south, the pipe holder again offered Mother Earth a sprinkling of tobacco and added another pinch into the bowl. The south was believed to bring strength, growth, and healing. While facing west, the pipe holder acknowledged Mother Earth and prepared to thank the area where the sun sets. West was where the tribe believed the spirit helpers lived. At this time, they prayed for guidance from the spiritual world. The ceremony then proceeded to the north, which was thanked for blanketing Mother Earth with white snow and for providing health and endurance. Paragraph 5 discusses how the prayers were offered to the rest of the directions, that is south, west, and north. Moving on to para 6. After these 4 prayers, the pipe holder held the stem to the ground again, and the tribe promised to respect and protect Mother Earth. Next, the stem was held up at an angle so that Father Sky could be thanked for the energy and heat he gave to the human body. Finally, the stem was held straight up and the tribe acknowledged the Great Spirit, thanking him for being the creator of Mother Earth, Father Sky, and the 4 directions. This paragraph talks about how prayers were offered to Father Earth, Mother Earth, and the 4 directions. Para 7. After the pipe holder had worked his way around the 4 directions, he lit the pipe and passed it around the sacred circle in the same direction as the ceremonial prayers, starting from the east. Each member took a puff of smoke and offered another prayer. When the pipe had made a full circle, it was capped with bark and the stem was removed. It was important for the stem and bowl to be stored in separate pockets in a pipe pouch. These pieces were not allowed to touch each other except during a sacred pipe ceremony. This para talks about the extension and the procedure of this ceremony, how pipe was passed in a circle, when the circle was completed, and how the pipe was stored till the next pipe ceremony. Paragraph 8. Pipestone, Minnesota is considered hallowed ground for North America tribes. Regardless of their conflicts, tribes put their weapons down and gathered in peace in these quarries. According to the Dakota tribe, the Great Spirit once called all Indian nations to this location. Here, the spirit stood on the red pipestone and broke a piece away from the rock to make a giant pipe. He told his people that the red stone was their flesh and that it should be used to make a sacred pipe. He also said that the pipestone belonged to all native tribesmen and that the quarries must be considered a sacred place. Thus, people who had sacred pipes in their possession were considered caretakers, not owners. According to the legends of Dakota tribe, a spirit appeared and the people were told information about material to be used for pipe making and earmarked some places which needed to be considered as sacred. Now let's move on to solving questions. First set of questions 15 to 19. These are MCQs. Question number 15. The sacred pipe was important in Native American cultures because option A, it was part of their spiritual practice. B, it was used in gift exchanges between tribes. C, it represented traditional handicrafts. And the answer to this question is A, it was part of the spiritual practice. And this is given in paragraph 1. The sacred pipe was one of the most important artifacts of the indigenous people of North America. In almost every culture, the sacred pipe was considered a gift from the Great Spirit. So the answer is A, it was part of the spiritual practice. Question number 16. The pipe was made of A, stone and wood, B, bark and roots, C, red clay from the earth. And the answer to this question is A, stone and wood, which is given in paragraph 2. The bowl of the traditional sacred pipe was made of red pipestone to represent the earth. The wooden stem represented all that grew upon the earth. Question number 17. The pipe was sometimes used at A, funerals, B, births, C, weddings. And the answer to this question is C, weddings. And this piece of information is given in paragraph 2. In many tribes, the man and women held on to the sacred pipe during the marriage ceremony. Question number 18. During the pipe ceremony, tribe members smoked A, plain tobacco, B, a combination of plants, C, only bark. And the answer to this question is B, a combination of plants, which is given in the paragraph 3. Generally, tobacco was mixed with herbs, bark and roots such as bayberry, mugwort and wild cherry bark. Question number 19. Pipestone, Minnesota is an important place because it is A, the site of a major battle, B, the origin of the Dakota tribe, C, the source of stone for pipes. And the answer to this question is C, the source of stone for pipes. It is inferred in paragraph 8 that Pipestone, Minnesota is a source of stone for pipes. Moving on to the next set of questions, 20 to 27, we have to complete the flow chart. The pipe holder takes the blank in his left hand and the blank in his other hand. This particular information is given in paragraph 4. In a typical pipe ceremony, the pipe holder stood up and held a pipe bowl in his left hand. Pipe bowl in his left hand with the stem held toward the east in his right. So pipe bowl in his left hand and stem in his right hand. So 20 is pipe bowl and the answer to 21 is stem. Moving on, the pipe holder offers tobacco to Mother Earth and blank the space where the morning star rises and then puts some in the pipe. And the answer to this question is in the same paragraph as before, which is paragraph 4, and it is given that he sprinkled some on the ground as an offering to both Mother Earth and the east. So the answer for 22 is east. Question number 23. The pipe holder prays to blank to bring strength, growth and healing and then prays to the remaining directions. The answer to this question is given in paragraph 5. In para 5, it is given that before offering a prayer to the south, the pipe holder again offered Mother Earth a sprinkling of tobacco and added another pinch into the bowl. The south was believed to bring strength, growth and healing. So the answer for question number 23 is south. The pipe holder points the pipe stem down and then up and prays to the Great Spirit in appreciation for blank, Father Sky and 25 blank. This information is given in para 6, where finally the stem was held straight up and the tribe acknowledged the Great Spirit, thanking him for being the creator of Mother Earth, Father Sky and the 4 directions. And the answer for 25 is 4 directions. The pipe holder passes the pipe around the sacred circle and all the members of the circle 26 dash and pray. So the answer to the 26th question is given in the paragraph 7, where it is mentioned that each member took a puff of smoke and offered another prayer. So the answer to 26 is smoke, smoked, and all members of the circle smoked and prayed. The bowl and stem are stored blank because they can only touch each other during the ceremony. The answer to this question is given in the same paragraph as before, which is paragraph 7, where it is mentioned that it was important for the stem and the bowl to be stored in separate pockets in a pipe pouch. These pieces were not allowed to touch each other except during a sacred pipe ceremony. So it is separate pockets, separate pockets. That is it for today, guys. Please come back for more videos and subscribe to our channel.